Um, so I was running some numbers last night. Yeah, it is early, but I slept like 40 some hours. Okay, so get this. I just fucking cleaned. Why is there a fucking fly? So the x-axis is AMC's volume, right? Left and right is volume. The y-axis is security lending volume. Um, you can see that the lower we are in volume, the higher the securities lending is, right? So then if we consider that lower volume equals higher lending. Here's AMC volume versus failure to delivers. Look at how failure to delivers are concentrated at lower numbers as AMC's volume is low. Okay, so if securities lending is concentrated at times of low volume and if securities lending is high when AMC volume is low, and the lower the AMC volume, the higher the failure to delivers, right? Okay, let's take a look at volume relative to price. Huh. Look at the echelons of price relative to volume. This is that volume cycle on its side. It's rotated 90 degrees clockwise. David, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. It's the same fucking goddamn thing. Does 11 million shares being borrowed mean that we're gonna... No. It means it's gonna be a high volume day, I think. And if it's a high volume day, it normally means a lot of price action. Thoughts on the Amazon and Jeff Bezos theory? I think there needs to be more research to it, but I like it. I think it makes sense. So, no, low volume. Low volume means low price action. Which is odd because it should be the other way around. It's very odd. It seems to me like okay, listen, okay. To me, know that volume equals price action. Okay? If volume equals price action, I'm about to pseudocode this for you fuckers. So, if volume equals price action, then lower volume equals higher securities lending. Lower volume also equals higher failure to delivers. Okay? So, we know that volume is equal to price action. Volume, whether it's lower or not, just volume in itself, is also correlated with securities lending. Securities lending is linked with FTDs, right? It's when we find volume being lower that we have higher securities lending. Higher securities lending also equals higher failure to delivers. So what I'm taking away from this is that all of the volume that we've had thus far seems to be like it's just bullshit. Look, I went down a rabbit hole last night. Or 2 nights ago. Which is part of why you're just now seeing me up far. I tweeted last night or 2 nights ago, what do you think happens next? Oh god, it's right on track. It's right on fucking track. This has to do with volume momentum and just general dispersion of volume. But just fucking look, man. Like, I know... Here, I get it. You're always saying it's this day. You're always saying it's that day. And it's like, yeah, bitch, if it's a cyclical thing that you can never tell at what point in the cycle you're at until you can actually pinpoint it, right? Which is what it's been the past 7 months of my life now. It's the fucking same goddamn fucking thing. This coming Monday, or today being Friday, with the new margin requirements on over-the-counter derivatives. Either today or Monday. It's fucking... It like, I don't... Forget this movement. Forget right here. It's just a repeat. It's a fucking repeat, man. If Monday's closed, it wouldn't surprise me if it happened today then. Right, thank you. More Brazil shit just came out, guy. What the fuck? Okay, yeah, so it like, it's clear as fucking day. What the fuck is going on, man? This is an entire fucking just no one was talking about a cycle before this. No one was talking about how the charts look the same before this. No one was talking about the volume until before this. This is shit that I've been saying for the longest time. For the longest fucking goddamn time. Alright? I've had a lot of my ideas taken along the way. Before and after getting the attention I have now. But aside from that, like, forgetting who it came from, and I'm not blaming anybody in here. Anybody out there watching this, you know who the fuck you are. But in general, like, we've seen this before. We know exactly how this fucking goes. And yeah, Batman stocks, I either it was him, one of two people, but like, I've been talking about this since fucking late July about the volume. I've been talking about a volume cap. Like, there's a cycle of fuckery going on, and here's where everybody's been getting it wrong. At least I believe. Okay? And it's no one's fault. Because even I forgot about it. This is all that matters. This is all that matters. This is it. This is where you see compression happen. This is your cycle. It's just two of the same movements. It's just a giant replication of itself. Sloan, you can, but the fact that they haven't tells me that they can't, and I think it has to do with the fragility of the situation at hand. If it's working already, don't change it, right? If it isn't the cost of trying to change something, the cost of fucking something up in efforts of trying to change something completely outweigh and risk that of just letting it do its thing as it is. That's why I've been saying you can't change the algorithm, and I've gotten the question a lot of why can't they change it? Why can't they change it? What if they just rug pull us? What if they do this? What if if they can't? The fragility, how fragile things are. Or is not only using your DD, but now uses your voiceovers as well. Voiceovers? What do you mean voiceovers? Algorithms in general are designed to do reiterative processes over and over and over, such that a human doesn't have to attend to it. You think of what logic is in general. What is logic, right? And it's just algorithms are supposed to be a self-handling logic branch. It's just a bunch of if this, then that, right? And then the other cases that are adjacent to it or below it, predefined to adhere to a certain set of parameters / conditions, right? You're basically just setting up a predetermined output or logic, rather, a predetermined logic branch, that is executed relative to some condition. That's why I've been saying the algorithm can't be changed. It is already working. Don't change it. Because if something fucks up, then the cost of that fuck up is beyond that of irreparable. Using the hallelujah voice. Link me, DM it. So there's a volume cap here. This looks like it's oh man. We're gonna look back in retrospect and be like, oh, this is what we had wrong. And oh, this is what was really going on. And this person had it right. This person didn't. This person was close to it. This person was right on the money. This, that. Like, it's all gonna fucking come out eventually, right? But it will never come out if no one speculates on it. If no one questions and if no one pokes around. And that's where I just lose my shit when people start trying to point fingers at someone being wrong and trying to fucking stir drama because of this, that, and whatever over someone trying to come up with a theory. It's why I get angry when nobody starts crediting, is because when those who write history go to look back and figure out where things were figured out at what point did someone figure it out, or at what point did someone discover something, no one's gonna know. And on top of that, we'll never get to that fucking point if we don't figure it out to fucking begin with. So this is why the fucking cocksucks who start trying to point fingers at me of saying, haha, no dates. Fuck you! I don't care. It doesn't matter to me if I get the dates right or not. This is me just publicly announcing what my theory is, right? It is just fucking plain and simple me trying to document the process. If you don't document it, no one can ever go back and find it. Let alone can anyone at the time that you're pointing out be able to figure out what someone else is thinking. If no one can go and find my shit and be like, oh, here's what he's been thinking, here's what he's gotten right thus far, and here's my idea, they can't fucking tack on their own 2 cents without my thinking. And I can't tack on my 2 cents without the guys who came up with T21 and T35. That's where this entire thing spawned from. It was the thinking of basically what fucking Newton came up with, Isaac Newton, when he was trying to figure out how fucking planets orbit, right? He needed the concept of the fucking integral. He needed to be able to figure out how movements can be captured beyond that of a standard fucking line. He needed to be able to interpolate to infinitesimal increments to be like, oh, here's the movement here, and then to be able to create derivatives, right? It's all fucking theorems from calculus. He had to come up with those. That's what all of this has been fucking captured around. So, like, what video, Trump? Yeah, exactly, Rick. Exactly. Fired shots. Fired shots out naming you the other day, saying you were explaining fractals wrong. It's amazing coming from the guy who's never come up with any of his theories on his own. Give me a timestamp. Young David Lee Roth. That's insulting to him, but thank you. I think I figured out, and I need to talk to Bigums about this. I think I figured out why we seem to squeeze after holidays. That are a lot don't even know what fractals are. Dude, that's just amazing. Amazing. Let's have a fucking boxing match after Moaz. Let's have a boxing match. I'd love it. I'd fucking love it. Give me a month and a half to get back into my fucking prime. Let's fucking do it, bucko. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'll make sure you're seeing fractals after this. No one was talking about this until I started actually fucking making my voice heard. No one was talking about it.